I can imagine.
I'll never forget my grade 12. Just before I wrote my grade 12 exams, I had nothing. My aunt though was a nun. She was she was a San Franciscan sister Anne, my dad's cousin. She still is a nun. She lives in Massachusetts now, but she was living at the other convent. So she used to send me food. And of course, mom never neglected me, but she was just not present.
Dun 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 dun.
Miss Mutale Mwanza.
Beautiful Mutale Mwanza.
This is Big Brother. Come into that said podcast room. Since your last interview, we've heard some things.
social media.
Controversial thing.
Leave me alone. I don't care.
Trials and tribulations. Success and celebration.
I am the queen of Zambian media.
Mutale Mwanza, you've seen it all, but the question is, how are you doing?
It's time for me to bear it all.
On That Sad Podcast.
Mutale Mwanza, welcome back to That Sad Podcast. You're a friend of the podcast like from day one. I remember when this thing just got started about a year and a half ago, you were one of the people who encouraged us to continue.
Yeah.
To go on.
Yeah.
And
I made you guys famous. So yeah, here we are.
Because you came on episode 3, and I think we had like 1,000 followers.
Of course.
And we had 20,000 followers a week after you came on.
And apart from, the fact that you showed up to my office without a gift and not congratulating me, you still didn't bring a gift for the fact that I fucking gave you guys numbers. So, wow. Why are we even doing this interview? If you guys can't even say even just a simple thank you.
No, relax.
Just showing me videos from Australia, people calling you Uncle Elson.
Calm down.
Oh, gosh.
Speaking of videos, I'd love to make
I'm a friend of the
podcast. And this friend, please tell them how this friendship spans over 20 years. So that's why you always show up for us.
I love the fact that K Plus has got like crazy ideas. We've known each other since Kitwe.
Yep.
This is in 2008?
Jesus, you people are old.
Yes. We've known each other since, 1964. Let me just say that. And the fact that
94 to be precise.
1964.
Because that's when I came to Nkana Trust School not 95.
In 1964 is when we went to...
When I say 1964, I obviously mean like a long time ago. But now, he's putting a year to it. So it's 1994. We were at the trust school together.
Yep.
Then we both got into radio. He was working for the other station. I was on the other side.
And then I joined you guys at the other station.
And then he joined us on the other station. And I think you've evolved, you've grown, and you're doing so many things. So I like to support that, and I love it.
Speaking of growing, let me just recap something you said on the last episode we did of That Said Podcast.
Okay, cool.
You mentioned, we're talking about things that we're planning on doing, and I just want to find out how much of this you've achieved, because you're telling us things that you're working on.
Yeah.
I had asked you if you had arrived in life, and you mentioned, no, I've not yet arrived. I need to achieve this and this. Let me just play this real quick.
I want to live in a bigger house. I want more shelves for my shoes. I want more shelves for my son's Jordans. I want more shelves for my mom's head wraps. I want to look after more children. I want to send more girls to school. I want to pop more bottles of champagne. I want to give more donations to churches. I want to build 4 churches.
4 churches.
Yeah, I want to do things. I feel like I'm far from arriving.
So speaking of church, like every Sunday.
Nah, there's a part where you talk about media. Wait. Let me just...
Go. Find it.
Right here.
So what do you mean when you say more? What are you looking at? Like, to many people in like your industry, they're looking at you like, okay, now I feel more into you. But to you, what's more than this right now?
More is I want to grow my media production house. I want to do more content for TV.
Yes!
Hopefully own a TV station.
Check!
I want to live in a bigger house.
Check!
I want more shelves for my shoes.
Okay, there we go. So how are we going first of all with the media house? How's that going?
Ta-da!
Oh, here we are.
You got a pillow right there? Uncle Elson.
Yeah, right there.
Touch it, lift it. Come on, embrace it, hold it, hug
There
it,
you
kiss
go.
it. Oh, there you go. You would die for that woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Elson K Plus, guys, from that list.
So you mentioned the media house. You mentioned a TV station. How's that going?
Media house. So
Yep.
I said I do want to do content for television. So that's what exactly I'm doing right now. So I was only dreaming of the whole media house thing at the time.
Yeah.
And here we are. We're sitting at Mutale Mwanza Media. And that's a check on the checklist. I'm doing content for television. And the first big gig that I got was to shoot my reality TV series, which is Mutale Mwanza Unscripted. So I am the
Congratulations.
executive producer. Thank you.
Tunensu.
Yeah. So imagine opening a media house. You want to do content,
Yeah.
things you can only dream about. And then the first big job you get is for DSTV and to shoot your own reality TV show. I mean, hello, what the Lord has done for me.
And
I cannot tell it so.
and you, apart from buying shoes,
From the last time, I mean, Mutale, let's do the math here. From the last time we did that episode,
Yeah.
let's talk about the equipment you saw on that episode compared
Yes.
to today. Just a
Yes.
year and a half later.
Yes.
Can we talk about that for a little bit?
There's a lot
yeah,
of,
what about it?
She'll tell you what she saw and what she's seeing now.
Don't make me say everything that is supposed not to be said about the equipment that is here.
Can you let us speak? Can you let us speak?
No, but the thing is, there's
Yeah.
a lot of growth, and I see there's more people, and there's you as well. You know, it was a smaller group, and the equipment wasn't so fancy. You know, you didn't have people with red lights and green lights and flashing lights over there. The
Yep.
equipment is better. The branding is branding. I can see.
I was doing this from my mouth last time we had Mutale the show.
Yes.
I was saying pa, 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 from my own mouth.
Okay. You know what? For the sake of keeping up appearances, I will not say nothing.
Well, I know where I spend my money. I know where I spend my money. So I'll proudly say we bought this. Okay, you're not going to take responsibility. I'm going to say I bought this.
Should we say who
And for
bought
the
this?
for the video crew, thanks a lot to Nurbert.
Uh-huh.
The video crew, the video crew for this episode is actually from Nurbert of what's the media house again? Shortbread TV. Anyway, Mutale, we'll come back to that podcast.
Thank you for having me again.
and-
That's hectic.
So you've been up to so much from the last time I had you on the podcast.
Yeah.
And just doing a bit of research for this episode, I Googled the name Mutale Mwanza. Have you Googled yourself lately? What do you think pops up when people Google Mutale Mwanza?
Oh, actually, I haven't. I should do some soul searching. Hey,
Yeah, you should.
let's Google.
Let me tell you what I found.
What did you find?
When you type the name Mutale Mwanza on Google,
Yeah.
this is what Google brings up.
Okay.
Considered the queen of media by some, and a big attention seeker by others.
Okay.
It's like one of the first things that pops up.
Nice.
Considered the queen of media by some and a big attention seeker by others. Mutale Mwanza is one of the most renowned and accomplished media personalities in Zambia. Her works as a journalist, producer, voice artist, events host, and businesswoman have cumulatively helped to grow her fame and bank accounts.
Yes.
How much of this is true? How much of this is false?
Everything is true.
Big attention seeker.
I mean, if that's what others choose to see, then that's what they
That's their
say.
business.
If others see me as the queen of Zambian media, I mean, I'm happy to take both crowns at this point.
That's
My
what's
bank
up.
account growing, of course. I ain't complaining.
I know.
I ain't kill nobody, so that's a good review,
Speaking of
Interesting articles that pop up though.
right?
very interesting articles.
Yeah. What else did you find, Elson? Thank you.
It says that you've got a tight vagina on Zambian Eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
How would they know that
How
though?
intrusive and stupid.
I know,
Why
right?
would somebody write
How and
something
why
like
would they
that?
write such an
Can
article?
you see that there, right?
Wow.
I'll drink to that.
You intrigued, aren't you?
That's why I sip my alcohol.
Wow. I mean,
Well.
I know that the internet can be disrespectful and
Yeah.
people are such heroes, right? Typing behind their keyboards, but I never knew. I mean,
That the
that the
extent that it
stupidity
gets
would,
to, you know.
the stupidity would just really that is below the low.
But you're giving people so much credit if you expect people to be real journalists. If you expect people to be, you get what I mean. I feel like you're giving people way too much credit.
I guess so. But I mean, I would assume people just really have their heads screwed on tightly on their shoulders.
You'd
I
hope.
would assume, I
Right.
would assume that's what it is.
Yeah.
That is just,
Sadly, that's not the world we live in.
yeah.
You know what? Having
So
said that, what people write up on social media and whatever, what do you feel is the most misunderstood thing about Mutale Mwanza? Something that maybe you see keep popping up. What do you think is the most misunderstood thing about you?
I think how I make my money.
How do you make your money?
Oh my goodness, Elson. I'm disappointed that you're asking, but I guess you're asking for the sake of, the audience, right? Yeah. Otherwise I'd be disappointed that, you didn't carry your brain with you today.
But why should I know how you make your money?
Because do you not see me on TV? What do you think I'm doing there?
No.
You don't see me on TV?
No.
Because you don't watch TV?
No.
Do you own DSTV?
No.
That's why.
He's a Netflix guy.
Oh, okay. So the people who own DSTV understand.
That you're on DSTV. Oh, yeah?
They understand that I have 2 shows running on DSTV that pay me quite a substantial amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 TV gigs, one on Honey TV, which is more continental, and then Zambezi Magic, which is more Southern African. And then you can obviously watch some of that content on Showmax, right? Once they put it up, so it's worldwide. So I'm about to get my 3rd show on DSTV, which is Mutale Mwanza Unscripted. That's a big fat check. Tovange Lifestyle was a big fat check. My TV gig on Uhise Zambia is a big fat check. Me being a brand ambassador, just representing Rihanna's multi-billion-dollar company is a big fat fucking check. Fenty Beauty.
It's so.
Me being brand ambassador for Betwinner is a big fat fucking check. Me being a brand influencer, people pay me lots of money to post shit on my page. That's a big fat fucking check. And then I own properties. That's a big fat fucking check every 2 fucking months, nigga. Ask me again how I make my fucking money. Ask me again.
How do you make
Silence?
Ask me again. And then I'm gonna choke you. Are you a choker?
Am I? No, I like choking.
You're okay.
I do the choking.
Okay.
Do you like to get choked?
No,
No.
I don't like to get choked.
It's a little too kinky.
I'm a spanker.
You are a spanker.
And I like to get
Does he like that?
Sometimes it depends. I think it's different.
So does he like to be tied up as well?
No,
So just the spanking?
just the spanking.
With your hands or like a whip?
A whip.
A whip.
But I prefer his hands.
No, you said he likes to be spanked.
No, I like to be spanked.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But you're pretty light. You must leave like a handprint.
How do you know
That you're light?
about the handprint?
Because I've left handprints on
K
a lot
plus
of
left the
asses.
chat.
Oh, okay.
No?
So you like to be spanked?
No, I like to do the spanking.
Okay, and you leave handprints on people's butts.
Yeah. People, women.
Women.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's 2023. You need to be
You
open-minded.
need to be very precise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I thought you left the chat.
I did. I'm back.
Did you just add him back to the group?
Imagine.
You just added me back.
How can you get? How are you back in the chat?
Notice
and
how
nobody
he just
added you
quickly
back.
came back in.
We are the admins. I didn't add you back to the chat. I'm the group admin, and so's Elton.
You know what? Speaking of making money,
Yeah.
recently, I think like by the time of this airing, it's gonna be like 2 weeks back. You got your son a car for his birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I know because I was there. Like when we went to do the
went
shopping,
car
it's gonna be in your reality TV
Yes,
show.
yes.
We'll get to that later. Let's talk about you buying your son a car. And I'm sure the way Zambians think, there's been some backlash about you doing something good for your son.
Yeah.
What have you experienced so far with dude, this is
Yeah.
Zambia.
Over her doing something for her son?
Listen to her story. I'm sure there's a story.
fuck?
I am sure there's a story.
Yeah. I mean, on one front, it's more personal. And on the other front, it's more of the authorities. Because my son's 16 years old, he's not allowed to drive. So it was seen as a bit irresponsible to begin with. Like, why are you buying a minor, is what I was told, a car. Yeah, an irresponsible mother.
But buying him a car and letting him drive are two different things.
That's the thing. Getting him a driver to drive his car is great.
Right.
But then now it's like, okay, so why are you buying him a car? So blah, 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 blah. So that's a conversation at organization level, right? At family level, my mom's losing her mind. She's like, and I'm just like, yo. I'm like, okay.
You've got a 16-year-old son?
So wait. Can we talk about the car still? Can we wait, Elson, hold your horses.
No, I'm shocked that she has a 16-year-old son. Can you
A
realize?
16-year-old son. She doesn't look
No, she doesn't.
yeah, she doesn't look it.
Yeah, I got
You look
I got
like-
pregnant when I was 19. I had this child when I was 20 years old. So
Wow.
Yeah, but you look like
you should pop them out early.
You started pretty quickly, huh?
Yeah, I was married at 20 years old. I got married to my
Married
his
at 20
dad.
years old?
Yes.
How old was he?
Who?
The guy that married you.
Like 25?
Yeah, you're both young,
Kennedy must have been
relatively.
25.
How long were you married?
3 or 4 years about.
Ah, okay. I've had orgasms that last longer than that.
3 years. Wow.
No comment.
It's okay. But 20 years old.
Yes, Elson.
What, did you feel you were ready?
Shut the fuck up!
That is the purpose of this goddamn podcast. Jesus Christ. Let's talk about this.
About what?
You feel you're ready at 20 years old?
No, I wasn't ready.
So why did you do it?
Hence
What, he had good
didn't.
dick?
He's a very nice man.
Is that why you did it?
Why we got married?
Yeah.
Because we were in love and we had a baby.
What do you know about love at 20 though?
What I experienced.
In hindsight, do you think that was love?
Yes, it was. It's just that we were immature.
Could this be
so
love?
It didn't last because we didn't have the maturity to carry on a marriage.
But love is not enough to sustain a marriage, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I've always told people this. It's like it takes a lot more than
It
just...
takes a lot, yeah.
We're in love. Yeah, in a fairy tale world where you run off into the sunset because you're in love.
But you know what
that
the
would
thing
work.
is? Sorry, not to cut you, but you know what the thing is about love and what I think the Bible tries to describe to us? Are you a Christian?
I am Christian.
Okay, cool. So the Bible talks about love being
On
patient,
most
kind,
days.
Sure thing.
when you're not having threesomes. Hey, okay.
Yeah. No, even
Love
then I
is-
am. I mean, I'm spreading love.
Anyway, you were saying.
Love is patient, love is kind. Love does not keep a record of wrong. So the Bible defines for us what love is. So if you find a person who fits into all of that, your marriage can definitely last and love can be enough. But if you're excited and you're just infatuated and you're doing things for the wrong reasons, then it can't last because love will not be enough. Love is usually enough to sustain any situation if it's the right person, because you need to love somebody to be able to wake up every day to the same face.
Yeah.
To be irritated by the same person, because if I was in love with you and I loved you, I can wake up and be irritated by you. If you do something silly, maybe, you don't pick up after
And you
yourself.
can compromise.
I can just be like, you know what? Learn to pick up after yourself. And I'll compromise and be like, oh, anyway, I love him. Let me just,
But do you think that's toxic too?
you did it, I'll just be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm out. Because I don't, I only love you, but I am in love with him. So you need to be in love with somebody. And the kind of love I'm talking about is that Bible kind of love.
But then again,
Real,
That love
genuine
is patient kind of love.
Yes.
but have you noticed as well how it's very difficult to like a person once you begin to love them?
What?
Wilson, please elaborate on that one.
It's past me.
Yeah, please elaborate on that one.
You can love a person but not like them.
Really?
Yes.
Like and love are two different things.
How do you just pass that stage and just
You
jump
can
into the...
Okay, so you're married. There's a lot of stuff that you enjoy doing as an individual. You want to sit in front of the TV. You want to watch what you want to watch, and then she comes and she wants to watch something else.
Right.
You want to put your foot up on the table. You want to relax. You want to play with your balls. And do you get what I mean? So it is possible that you are in love with the person, but half the shit that they do irritates the shit out of you.
Yeah, true. I get it if you put
Yeah.
it like that.
I don't know. When it comes to marriage, I don't understand the concept. I don't know why people get married, really.
Yeah?
I feel like it's not for everybody.
It's
I don't
not-
have
it's
anything
not for
against
you either?
No, it's not for me.
Okay.
We digress.
From what?
I was still stuck on the issue of her son.
No,
I'm trying to understand.
you digress.
No, we digress. We were talking about her son and her buying her son a car. I'm trying to understand authorities and them being against you buying your son a car because you're going to allow
I
him
said
to
he's a
drive
minor
16?
because
Yeah.
it's irresponsible as a mother and it's not the best thing to do. So you wait until he can get his license and blah, 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 blah.
I'm just trying to understand, how is that any of their business what present you buy for your son? If you're not, look, you didn't say I'm buying it for him to start driving right now. So
what
why
we
should
just said.
authorities call you at any... sorry?
That's what we just said. Were you listening to the show?
You don't listen to my question,
you
are
should
you?
listen in.
You're not listening to my question, are
It's a
you?
very entertaining show.
You're not listening to my question. Why should that be any of their business what present you buy for your son? Quite all right, yes, they have said with one point that he's too young to drive. But then how is that any of their business to even pick up a phone to call you to say that?
on her behalf. They can't afford it.
Yeah, well, that too.
Well, look, they made it their business and they expressed themselves and that's that. My mom expressed herself as well and yeah.
So what have you settled for? Just getting a driver for him?
For now, yes, but I'm under a lot of pressure, so I think I will just take it back and get something else.
Precious for tires.
I know, but if my mom's talking and talking and talking, you know what? There's something about my mom, and when she talks about something, I know that there's going to be something bad that's going to happen.
A mother's tongue,
car.
yeah.
I don't want that car to end up being pranked. I would have spent 400 pin on a car and then accident. You know
Is
what I
it
mean?
about the car or is it about your son being in the car?
It's about my mom talking too much.
Yeah,
if my mom wasn't talking too much, I would have kept the car. But
It's like when your mother.
it's a mother's tongue. And I've experienced it a lot. If my mom tells me don't do this and I go against it, I've ended up in disasters. So she's been talking and she confronted me even the day of the party. She confronted me.
Yeah.
And she's been talking. So I know that I am going to have a problem very soon.
What car is it?
It's a Harrier. So like it's
a Lexus.
Is it a Lexus or a Harrier?
I think we picked a Lexus.
It was a Lexus, hey?
It was a Lexus, yeah.
Even I don't know.
But you see the way Toyota does Lexus and other like the way they have the Lexus and the Altezza.
It's out with K Plus.
Yeah.
What was it? It's a Lexus.
It's a Lexus.
That's a Harrier.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those Lexuses that look like a Harrier. The way Altezza and Lexus
they look exactly the same, but they just market it for different.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying you're gonna give it back, and get a refund and get something else? What would you buy for 400 grand though?
I don't know.
A house, small house.
No, or maybe just get a different car.
Hey, maybe.
But it's still a car.
No, I mean take that back. It's not going to be Mwape's car because Mom won't see it, and it's not going to be an accident, so nothing bad is going to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe get a car for myself, or like maybe 2 small vehicles I can put on one of these. You know, I'm a business.
Or you can start a business for him.
Thank you.
You get small cars for
Yango.
maybe Yango
I
or
can
something
get
for
three,
him. Yeah.
or like Ulendo or something. 3.
Just make sure the Yango doesn't pick up. What's the guy's name who doesn't pay for? What's his name? The musician
Nah, you didn't
guy?
have to, man. That was totally unnecessary, bro.
But I also don't like. I
Just
also,
put his face.
no.
Tell the drivers when you see this. What's his name?
No, I don't want to mention his
yeah,
name.
that guy.
Him.
Let's just say that guy.
Yeah.
If he orders a ride, reject.
Yeah, but I also don't fuck with Yango because I think they're stuck up in there. I used to advertise for them until they insulted.
They didn't pay you?
No,
Who did they insult?
not about payment, but they treated my son very badly when he ordered a ride.
What happened?
He ordered a ride and then he cancelled it, and then they sent a very stupid message. You know that thing that they do?
Who? Yango themselves.
Yes, the
Not
drivers.
the driver.
The drivers.
So why is your beef with Yango?
Because I took it up with them. I was advertising for them. I took it up with them, marketing, and they didn't do anything about it. But even today, just now, who ordered the ride? And then they just called and said, I just ordered a different one because they're doing these stupid things. But I took it up with their marketing to say, this is the kind of message my son received after cancelling a ride.
What
like,
was in the
do
message?
you think it's ethical? Something like, fuck you, motherfucker, or something.
The fuck?
No way.
No way.
I swear to God, I've got the messages. I sent them to Massey. I promise you. I would have to take off my gloves to show you. I sent you the screenshot. I sent her the screenshot.
Wow.
The hell? No, you don't need to. It's okay.
I want to show you the proof.
Nah, don't worry.
Now
It's
Let
okay.
me show you the proof.
We'll take your word for
We'll
it.
take your word for it.
Yeah, you should. And I hope she watches this episode because I would never fuck with Yango.
Oh, Marcelisto.
I hate them so much. They're stupid and they're full of shit. All the shit in the world.
We
Nettie
would
looks like
is the camera on me? We would like at this stage to mention that these are views of Mutale Mwanza. If you guys still want to be a sponsor on that,
Actually, there's a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode that says the views and opinions of our guests are theirs.
We are welcome to take your money if you still want to be a sponsor here. Thank you.
Orlando, please come and advertise on
Wait, who
the
are you
Zen
calling?
Podcast. I'm calling Kana Football Club. They're supposed to bring my jerseys. Hi, Lillian.
Wow.
You at the Cubes? Okay, so my production manager is going to get in touch with you just now. I have my custom-made Nkana football jerseys coming in from Kitwe, so they're supposed to deliver them. So sorry that I had to do this. So Lillian, my production, just hold on. Ulo, please give Ulo the phone. Ulo, please just give her the phone quickly and then bring it back. Oh, just direct her. She's at the Cubes. Just direct her to where the office is. Please bring back my phone. I don't want you guys to see my nudes. Can I have a drink?
You know, speaking of your mom, one thing we didn't talk about in depth on the last episode, we didn't even touch at all in understanding how you've gotten to where you are today.
Yeah.
I want to understand what your parents were like in your home that you grew up in. What was your dad like? What was your mom like? What did they do?
I don't know where that drink is coming from, but just pour me a new one because I don't fuck with shit I don't know. I don't drink anything I see.
What, you think you'll be spiked?
I don't care. I just pour me a new drink. I'm not drinking cognac. I'm drinking something else. Yeah. Just what I drink. Just ask Dora. Thank you. I'm not drinking that. That's for you guys. That's too much for me. Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway,
So-
you were saying your home.
The home was
Well, let's start with your dad, your late dad.
yeah.
What was he like?
My dad was very strict. Very strict.
This is why you turned out the way you are.
I guess so.
But you don't know what I mean.
I don't want to know. I don't want to ask because I would take it as a compliment.
You should.
There's a lot of discipline, I think, that he instilled in me. In as much as I think to a certain degree after he died, I felt like there was a lot of independence, right? Because dad was very strict. Mom was a bit more liberal.
Relaxed,
Mom was a
yeah.
bit more, moms are nice. And my dad was very strict. My father would shout at you for just standing in the passage. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, you guys are watching TV. Thank you. You guys are watching TV and he knocks on the door. Just split. They're like, run. Everybody go to your rooms. My dad was like that. But he was also very loving. He was also very kind. And shockingly, like when you don't expect it, like, oh, dad, I want to go to the convent fireworks display. Oh, okay, go, Muta. He used to call me Mutros Gali. He used to call me Mutros.
After Mutros,
Hey,
Mutros.
yes. So in the household, I was Mutros.
Wow.
Yes. Hey, Mutros, come here. And then I'm like, okay, dad, I'm going to the fireworks display. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, what time are you coming back? Okay, I'll come back at midnight. Okay. Yeah, Twarisa Pushamuksa midnight.
30 minutes.
Bruh. Yeah, I found him waiting for me.
Did he spank you?
No, he cognated me.
On the head.
Spanking, that's for white people.
Yeah. And monkeys.
Yeah, in this context,
Trevor Noah.
right?
Spanky.
Yeah, in this context, not that context we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
In this context, it's for white people. I told you to come back. You said you're coming back at midnight. Hey, no more going out. And I'm like, okay.
Who do you think you are giving me 30 extra minutes to wait for you?
Exactly.
Damn.
So my dad was strict.
So he would wait up for you?
Yes. Mom is very loving.
Your
Very
mom is like the sweetest person, man.
Oh,
like
have you met her?
Yes.
all the time I'm at her place. Yeah, the mom is there. Yeah.
You're at her place. Whose
Yeah.
place?
Who? Her place?
We
What
live
are
in
you
the same
doing
area.
at her house?
You were from Kitwe. We know each
Kitwe.
other. How does he not know this?
Dude, Mutale has such an open door policy at her house. Just call her. The gate will open, 2 gates actually.
Yeah.
To her house.
You need to-
in the
yeah.
same yard. There's 2 gates. The first one will open and it closes real quick, I must add. I don't know why, but it's open for like 3 seconds and it shuts closed.
Because it's security.
The second one
I
is
don't like
more-
people to fuck with me. Like if you come to my house, you need to get through 2 gates at least. And the first one, if you get past the first one, then you're invited.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have no interest.
And there's drinks in that house.
Word.
And there's food.
It's the Mazoe.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an abundance of
Did you
everything.
like Mazoe?
I love Mazoe.
Oh yeah.
And her mom makes the best breakfast ever. You should visit
mom.
like especially around 9, 10.
Do you live with your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, you live with your mom?
Yes.
Oh, so you don't have sex in your house then?
No.
Because you look like you're a screamer.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving.
So you're not.
No. For the sake of my relationship, I want to answer that. That's intrusive. Okay.
Oh, say that again.
Moving
Hi,
on.
baby. Am I a screamer? My boyfriend would know. But the thing is, my mom lives on the Copper Belt. That's where her
In the Copper
properties. On the Copper Belt?
Belt. In the Copper Belt.
I don't know why you are so...
It's okay. Let's move on.
It's on the Copper Belt.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, we'll never...
As
yeah.
couple of people know it's on.
I know
It's
we'll
a belt.
never reach an agreement.
Yep.
Mom lives in Kitwe. That's where her properties are.
Yeah.
So this is one time I fell sick in 2021. I suffered a bout of malaria after coming back from Fue. I think 2021 or 2020. And she came to see me in hospital. I was at Hilltop. I was literally about to die. Malaria can kill you guys. Let's
You
look
don't
after
say.
ourselves. Yes.
Wow.
It's quite bad.
Such
it
a
hit me
revelation.
quite-
She do
yes.
say.
I think sometimes we tend to forget, especially us who live in Lusaka. We tend to forget the effects of malaria on the human body. And I know there's a lot of countries that suffer from this. We need to look after ourselves so much. It's a horrible thing. I felt like I was going to die for the first time. Mom
So how
came
do you
to
look
see
after
me.
yourself against malaria?
So can we have mosquito nets? Like, just make sure you're sleeping in a mosquito net. Spray your room if you can. Use insecticide or whatever. Yeah, just look after yourself.
Yeah.
You can drink your anti-malaria as well. Those tablets are available. I think in Lusaka it's not so much, but
And the Copper Belt is like...
on the Copper Belt it's horrible. I traveled to Mfue, there are insects there. I got bitten when I came back. Like I said, I thought I was going to die.
I think
So
you're
mom
sweet
came.
blood.
Thank you, Elson. I have
You're
a lot of
welcome.
sweet things
You don't say.
about me.
Yeah.
Your mom came?
My mom came. She
did.
visited me.
Oh, okay.
And I just told her, why do you need to go back? You're a widow. I'm single. Like, stay with me. And I kind of feel like she's living in an apartment by herself.
Yeah.
I'm staying here with my son by ourselves. Like, why don't we just live together?
Yeah.
So, from that time she came to visit me, she came, the same clothes that she came with. And the same ones she's had since 20, what. The last time she went to Quito was like a month ago when we went to unveil my dad's tombstone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And your mom is...
So I've been living with my mom since, and I'm like, Mom, you don't need to go back. We don't have husbands. Like, let's exist in the same
You know what's crazy as well is just listening to your story is kind of like how Jamie Foxx. It's exactly what happened with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah?
And his mom ended up marrying another guy. So that guy now came into the house. It's like...
And then you start taking care of that nigga as well.
It's like one huge family in the same house.
Yeah. But you know what I love about that?
Yeah.
My mom brings a lot of sanity in my life.
Yeah.
Before, right? Like K Plus said, I have an open door policy. So I like hosting people. I like it when people come over. I want us to, because I've grown up like that, like extended family, like cousins, brothers.
Yeah, full
Like
house.
it's a full house.
Yeah.
So when it was just Moppy and I would normally find myself in the company of either Chandana K. I've come over, it's luxury. I'm always doing photo shoots. So it's just friends. But I'm like, but where's my family? So when Mom came, now the crowd is different. It's like, oh, Banti Banashani, hey. So they can have their own little thing going on. Then I can have my own little thing going on. And then there's a level of sanity that happens. There's certain things I don't have to worry about. Like if say for instance, Moppy, I mean, I have drivers, right? But my mom takes my son to school every day, every morning.
I was about to say that because I see her by my gate every day.
And me, I'm in bed snoring.
And there's your mom busy.
And mom is happy to do it, She picks up my son, she takes my son to school, picks him up from school. She's happy. Like, now she's got something to do. She used to work for Zamto, by the way. She got retrenched when that whole thing happened with Lab Green. So
they are one of the sponsors that said, for as long as I swear, they're not going to come here. Listen, speaking of Chandana K.
Wait. And your dad, your mom was with... Wow.
Okay.
You just cracked her open, guy. Like, really?
Let's give her a minute.
because I like childish things. I like childish stuff. He's like... No, that's my shit. I'm on that petty alley.
I think you guys can make good best friends. But anyway.
You never know.
Yeah, being her friend is like having a pet chicken. I always say this. One day
you're going to eat the chicken.
Someone is going to get child.
Yeah, but I also don't want to have any new friends. Like, people use me a lot for their things.
No new friends.
Of course. Yeah. People look at me as that, ooh, there's
I don't know what people
cow.
are. I don't know
why I don't use you ever, man. Like, really.
No, but you're
even telling me last time when I was here, like, everybody uses me, K+, you're not using me. Use me.
People use me for their numbers, for their things, their conversations, their blogs.
It was almost like a complaint to me, like, I don't use you. I think I should. Yeah. I should start using you.
What would
properly.
you use her for?
For business.
Use me properly.
No, but remember we had that agreement that's coming up in the next month or so.
I say use me properly, but don't use me and then hurt me and then make me look bad. That's not right. Use me for the right thing so that you can continue using me.
Well, good.
You
so I also don't.
I did.
He gave me a very good proposal,
I did.
and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on something.
What was your dad doing though before he died?
Dad used to work for ZCCM.
Well, all of us in Canada trust that. Dad says CCM. What was he doing there though?
It was I don't know, Mom. What was Dad doing at ZCCM? Dad used to work for ZCCM as what? He was in the automobile. I don't know, in the automobile something. Because he ended up going to Japan. Then he was doing something with Toyota.
Man, I love Japan.
Right?
Oh, I'm fascinated.
Yeah, he went to Japan. Then ZCCM. Then he started working for Kajim. After that, the mine. Yeah.
And then
Is that me? Oh.
Him dying. This is like in the late 90s, right?
No, it's in 2002. K+. Come on, I'm not that old.
90s, 2002.
Oh, gosh.
small difference. I was off by 2 years. Come on.
Okay.
A paltry 2 years. How much of your life changed
After my dad died?
Yeah.
A lot of it, because my dad... Okay, so this is now touchy. Okay, great. I'm wearing sunglasses so I don't have to cry. My sister... I used to have an older sister. It was her memorial 2 days ago, actually. On the 14th of March, she passed away. Right?
You had a sister?
Yes, Walia.
That's the one I didn't know.
Mwana, Chile Bongo. So I was in grade 10 when Walia died.
Right.
And she left a small baby. She was born in January. The mother died in March. 2 months old. Right?
Yeah.
March 14th, my sister dies. April 10th, my dad dies.
Jeez.
So my mom went into depression. I went into, my sister left a baby mode and this is my child. I was already a mother to a child before I even biologically birthed one, right? So I decided to take up that responsibility from that age.
What
when I
age
was in
was
grade
that?
10.
Oh, right.
How old was I? But I was in grade 10. That's what I
Okay.
remember. 2002. So while you're dying, dad dying, 3 weeks apart, tragic. Mom went into depression. She was sad most of the time. I was young. I started exploring. I kind of rebelled in a sense because now I had a bit more freedom. My mom was usually sad at church with relatives crying, trying to grieve the loss of a daughter and a husband within a short space of time. So she was depressed. So in that moment, I was also growing up and trying to discover myself. So now I became free. It's like, freedom. Now I can come back home after 18 hours. Where's mom? She's going to church. So I kind of had a bit more freedom and I became a bit too free with things in life. But yeah, I guess it was very hard. It was very hard for the family. It was hard for me, but it was harder for my mom.
How was
But
it
she
hard
somehow
for you,
managed.
though?
It was hard because, my dad's not there anymore. My sister's not there anymore. My mom's depressed now. I was in boarding school. My mom couldn't come and see me. She never used to. After my dad died, like 2002, whenever there was visiting weekend at Ibenga, mom never came to see me. She used to send money through relatives. She used to send.
Why?
She was depressed and she was crying most of the time. She was not in a good state and she was closed off. When I was writing my grade 12 exams, my mom never came to see me. I wish, I was just about to start my exams, right? You know how boarding school is. And I went to school with some really wealthy kids. Regina's daughters.
And that can really fuck you up, especially if your family is not doing so well.
A good friend of mine now who owns Shah Motors, her father was a minister, Jasmine Chikwakwa. Lona Mwanawasa was at Ibenga. I used to go to school with wealthy kids there.
And now
they're
you're in a single parent household.
And with no visitors, and it's visiting weekend, and the other kids are coming with boxes of food and
Jesus,
cornflakes
man,
and things.
The trauma.
Bruh.
I can imagine.
I'll never forget my grade 12. Just before I wrote my grade 12 exams, I had nothing. My aunt though was a nun. She was she was a San Franciscan sister Anne, my dad's cousin. She still is a nun. She lives in Massachusetts now, but she was living at the other convent. So she used to send me food. And of course, mom never neglected me, but she was just not present. And in that moment, I was sad as well as a kid because and then I also don't have a parent like this. You can't sit. We used to sit like a picnic arrangement. You put down your little thingy, baskets, namuleta rice. That was the family arrangement when it's visiting weekend. People would sit with their families. I received my bread and my cornflakes and a note, and that's it.
Jeez.
And I was sitting in the classroom and just watching every family sitting like,
I will give you a hug after this.
I know. Please, I need it.
Did your mom ever explain to you what she really went through, like through her depression? Like, did she not visit you because maybe you were constant reminders of the man she had lost?
No. I think we never really had that conversation, but growing up and knowing what I know now, I know that, what would I do if I lost my child and my husband within a space of 3 weeks? If you go to Chingola Road Cemetery, they're just two, like literally two, is it two? It's two graves, hey, in between. Yeah, my dad's buried here. I think there's two other people and then my sister here.
Jeez.
So I don't even need to ask my mom to say, what is it like or what was it like?
Right,
I've just understood
right.
as an adult.
Empathy.
And there are times when she speaks about it herself. We've never really on a serious note had that conversation, but there are times when she opens up. But as a child, I understood, but I didn't understand. I understood, but I didn't want to accept that this is my reality and I don't have a father and my mother is not here. But I made a decision to say, I need to pass. Well, at least I passed with 10 points. Grade 12. I said, I need to just pass. I need to make something out of myself and just make my mom proud if this is the last thing I do.
Did you ever consider therapy?
No.
I don't think we even knew the word therapy then in our lives.
I considered alcohol.
Oh, you did?
And now?
How did that go?
It didn't go. I ended up naughty and just dancing on tables at Mona Lisa.
And getting married at 20.
I remember that place.
That part, the getting married at 20 was a blessing because at least I settled down. But after school, I just became wild. Just dancing, partying.
What's like the craziest thing that you did in that period?
In that period?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I'm a brand now. I just can't say things anyhow. I can't be honest. Wait to watch the show. Are you guys going to watch my show?
Yeah, let's talk about the show now.
I need a tissue. Please help me. Guys, you need to watch the show to know about
Let's talk about the show.
We seem to make a lot of our guests cry.
Oh, you do?
Well, obviously, as you can see, it's not intentional.
Well, just want people to understand Mutale Mwanza better, because I think if you asked anybody what they think about Mutale Mwanza, it's always negative stuff. But when people see you vulnerable on a show like this, I think they get to understand you better. Not that we're trying to paint you a different picture.
No, but
if people don't like you, they don't like you.
I actually like how vulnerable you are, because people then get to connect with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe you should understand that. Or have you ever thought about the fact that maybe I am the way I am because I have built walls around me?
That's exactly what I'm trying to...
past. So I walk into a room and I just think, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to try too hard. I've been through enough shit. So honestly, at this point, you can just really think whatever you want. I've built all these walls around me because I've been hurt so many times in life. And I don't have the time to start explaining myself. So I just let you think whatever you want. If you care enough to get to know me, I mean, God bless you. If you don't give a shit, I don't give a shit back. We don't have to give a shit. No shit's given. It's the no shit zone. It's life.
Yeah, we talk about the reality show now.
Wait, hold on. Before we go there.
Okay.
It's actually not too late for you to...
To what?
Get therapy.
I don't need therapy.
Why do you think you don't need therapy?
I'm okay.
Why do you think you're okay?
Because I know I'm okay. I don't need to be told.
It's because you see, and I'm happy we're having this conversation, because it's not that you have to wake up crying every single evening to realize why you say there is a chance that you might have built walls. It's going to sound like a lecture, but whatever. Is experiences like that, they form character, where you tend to become a certain person to cope with pain. And you might not even realize this.
Yeah, well,
do you get what I mean?
Yeah, you sound like a lecturer from Michigan University.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, speaking about past experiences always causes emotional feelings or emotions, right? So me crying is not because I'm in pain or I have not dealt with anything. Losing somebody never heals you. You just cope with it. You just learn to cope with death. It's like a person's here right now and then they disappear. So every time you speak about them, it brings out a certain emotion. It's not like I'm still stuck or angry or whatever. It's just that every time I think about it, sometimes I'm like, damn, like losing a sister and a dad, I would never understand that.
And in a short space of time.
You know, so it's the pain of not having those people around. But it's not like I am sad and I'm depressed and those are things that have happened in my life and I
deal with it, live with it.
I deal with it, but death is just something you can never deal with. Yeah, does that make sense?
It's permanent.
No, of course.
What is no, of course?
Say again?
What is no, of course? Either you say yes, of course, or no, or no.
It's both no and of course.
What do you mean?
I'm about to tell you.
Quantify.
Calm down.
Okay. Can I have a drink?
What are you drinking?
Something.
Why are you so nosy?
Well, 'cause I want to know. I'm just not curious.
Ask Capeless what he's drinking. Do you not know what he's drinking?
I don't give a good goddamn what he's drinking.
In the words of Dandy Crazy, now about to pungwila hens.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's already okay. Cool. You're talking about the no, of course.
Yeah. Wait, what was? Okay. I got a little sidetracked, but essentially, just like you said, the passing of your dad changes who you are. Man, I hope I get my train of thought back. But essentially, the point that I was trying to make is terrible experiences like that when...
excuse me.
You okay?
I was burping. I'm very okay. And I was hoping that the guys don't hear it and it doesn't come out. So it was like an internal burp.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's let it go.
Yeah, let's let it go.
The no, of course.
Yeah. Well,
all right, cool. The reality show. is this something you've always wanted to do, or you were just approached to do it? Like, what's the? Before I get to my question about it, just trying to understand where this came from.
Okay. The reality show. I have obviously always wanted to grow my brand to heights beyond even my own imagination. So yes, I've thought about having a reality show. I just didn't know when, and I didn't know what God had prepared for me in terms of time. So I like to believe that God's time is the best. There's a lot of things that have happened in my life. If I was approached for a reality show like 2 or 3 years ago, like, what am I going to put in it?
Right.
Like, not enough people have insulted me. Not enough people have, slandered me. Yeah. I don't have as many deals. Like, my life's not that interesting. So I'm sure God knew that, okay, all these things I am, giving you, and all these things that are happening in your life are preparing you for the bigger thing to come. So now I have the actual content to put on the show. So to answer your question, yes, I have always wanted to have a reality show, but the timing came, I think, because of the big man above. Like, it was the right time.
How much are you showing us in this reality show?
How much am I showing you?
Yeah.
And how much is real?
Most of it is real. I'm showing you my bums.
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
I saw that guy there get excited about that. Hakim, now you can't wait to watch the show, yeah? When is it starting again? 9th April?
On the 9th of April.
Hakim.
It's 20 hours on Zambezi Magic. So
Look at him being all shy. Wait.
Yeah, look at him looking at his camera.
Anyway,
yeah.
Don't be scared to get up and take photos.
Yeah.
Now that you know they're gonna be bums in it, I think you're gonna take these for
Yeah,
reference.
but what bums though? I saw a screenshot I saw your screenshot that was doing the rounds. I'm sure you've seen
Hey,
that.
crap!
Oh, which one?
What's that about? This one, the one early this week.
I said that took out leg and it was like, damn.
This one. What was happening here?
I don't know. So that's
Have you seen that?
I have. That's from a video. I've actually posted it myself.
The screenshot of the video.
I posted a video, then somebody took a screenshot from a video.
Right.
So that's why it looks so funny.
Yeah, but even the video looks crazy.
How does it look crazy?
Oh, you cannot ask for one.
Who said?
The picture and the video say.
But you're sitting right next to me. Why don't I just stand up and you can see when I walk away? After the interview.
I'm not doing this right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
K Plus, do you think I have no ass?
Why are we asking K Plus when you're
Because
there?
we were talking about it earlier.
About your ass?
Yeah, we were.
You
actually.
and Kaleng were talking about your ass.
Yes.
Where was I in this conversation?
You were sitting
were
here
in her
listening to
office.
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, I get into my white zone at times.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah.
So you do have a pretty good ass?
I have a good body. I don't go to the gym, but I don't even know why my body should be discussed. I think that's body shaming, and it's just
Nobody
ridiculous.
said anything about your body
But
being
that
in
thing is
any
trending
other way.
because people are saying I have a big stomach
Wait,
or something like that.
you do?
Yeah, because you can't see my bums in there.
No, but we could see your stomach though.
But it was about my stomach, isn't it?
But
You say what?
I think
It's about my stomach, right?
You mean the picture?
Yeah, I mean that screenshot.
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, but in Mutale's defense, you know how like even like during soccer when you freeze a frame, we all look funny in a frozen frame, bro.
Did you see the video?
No.
I'll show you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we all look funny in a frozen frame.
That's the thing. But the
When
thing
an
is,
image is moving and you pause, you're all like, we all look funny. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
But the thing is, I mean, it's circulating and
Look.
people.
See, so even the video looks crazy too.
you were saying.
I don't give a fuck. I have a show coming, and if
And it's paying you a lot of
If
money.
you're gonna talk about me, I mean, I'm happy to be discussed because if you noticed a couple of months ago, I wasn't fucking with social media. I was busy. I'm the executive producer of my own TV reality show. It's a lot of work.
Does that mean extra money?
Yes.
Dude, she gets paid as exec
That's my
producer.
point,
She
yes.
gets paid as the
talent?
the
The
talent,
Yeah, of course.
the
that's my point.
producer.
Thank you, K Plus. Like list them
fat
all.
So, so what does that check look like?
Good.
Elson, hi.
Hey.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
how
should
many
be sitting.
zeros? How many zeros?
I should be on tour with Burna Boy right now.
Word.
Dude, like how many people are buying their sons 400,000 kwacha cars? I should tell you something about this chick.
What car did Alice buy her?
You see, you can't even think of that many people. You mentioned another one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should tell you about how good the chick is. In it.
Yeah, it's a very good check, and I need to I need to make sure that my show goes out there. If me posting content from behind the scenes of my reality show and there's a frozen frame and it's going out and that's the point of discussion, I think that's good
It's a
for
good
me.
sign, right?
No, it's a good thing.
I don't.
As long as you're being talked about.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, you guys are bullying me or talking about my stomach. Okay, great. At least you're talking about me.
Wait, what do you think of
I'm just like,
what do
whatever.
you think of Iris's show on the same channel? Have you seen that?
She had a show?
Jeez. Do we have crickets as a sound? Do we have crickets?
Cricket's playing right now,
Oh,
bro.
perfect.
Yeah.
So you did not watch it?
Oh, she actually had a show.
Well, moving.
Hey, by the way, your fly is open.
I know Mutale about the reality show. I'm trying to imagine.
Wait, you really did not know this?
About what? No what?
She didn't, bro. She doesn't watch that much TV.
I didn't know what.
That Iris has a show? Not the porn tape on Zambias Magic. Why are you laughing?
But sorry, who's that?
Iris.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who's that?
Wow, more crickets? Should I? Now would be a good time to have the crickets playing in the background.
Maybe I should ask somebody from my team. Where's Dora? Who's that? Do you know who he's talking about?
Oh wow, Mutale, your reality show though. Quite a
Sorry,
while.
I don't know what you're talking
All right,
about.
cool.
But I know-
Point
I know
taken,
Mark-
point taken.
King Booga.
Yeah.
There was that. Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, and then I watched. I mean, on the same
I know season 2 is coming up.
platform, I watched
Yeah.
Unscripted. I mean, what's the DJ Zintle's show? DJ Zintle's
I hope you'll be
show.
using his real house and his real car this time.
Moving on, Mutale. How did you ask something about reality show? And this nigga just made me lose my line of thought. Crap, it's about reality show. But anyway,
Sorry, who are you talking about? Mark?
yeah.
You make me uncomfortable when you discuss my friend like that.
Just
But who told you it's not his shit? How do you know it's not his shit?
the same way I know that the show. What's the show that you say that you're on? Starts with the T.
Tufange.
Yeah, was actually originally Coins.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
Who told you that?
I know things.
No, you don't know things.
Yes, I do. It's produced by J-Rock.
Mutale.
It's produced by
Okay,
J-Rock.
we're talking about Mutale's reality show right now.
Oh, you did not know this?
We're talking about Mutale's
Wait,
reality
hold
show
on.
right now.
Yeah, we're
That's not
doing
her
it.
show.
Huh?
That's not her show. We're talking about her reality
But
show right now.
isn't she on it?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she
so,
is.
so what are you talking about?
We're talking about her show.
Yes, but we're saying, can we give Coin his flowers?
So J-Rox is a producer for Tuvange Lifestyle, and I respect that. So I don't know what stories you're listening to in bars when you're sitting in Chivolia.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll
Because
tell you.
I don't hang out in Chivolia, so
he'll
I
tell
know
you.
J-Rox, and I know that Mark is a good guy and he's got a good show. So
Well, he'll tell you.
I know
And
how.
I'm happy to have been the one to bring you that news.
Moving on. I know how. Like we're talking about Market2's reality show and what we've seen in that. Are you able to give us, like, maybe just in your own words, what we should look out for in your show? Like, what's going to be the reason for us to watch the show?
first of all, me, hello,
Yeah.
Are there bombs in it?
of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I'll watch
of
it.
course. I mean, it wouldn't be a Mutale Mwanza show if there are no bombs, right? So
Like, what's exciting you about this show?
What's exciting me about this show? I think it's just my personality. People literally have a front row seat to see what I do. People want to know of the 150 perfumes that sit on my dresser. Which one do I use every day? Which one do I use the most? Of the 200 wigs that I own, which one am I wearing or which one is my favorite? Which house do I live in of the houses that I own? What do I do with myself Monday to Friday?
Play.
How does my son live? How well do we live? Do we even live well? Can we actually afford 3 meals a day? What's my mom like?
Oh, your mom
What's
is in
my
it.
son? Of course. What's my son like? I mean, he's a child to a superstar. What are his dreams, hopes, and ambitions? What does he want to be?
Oh, his dad is a superstar.
I am a superstar.
Right. Need to write that down.
Elson, fuck you.
You're a dick.
Yes, please.
A big black one.
Uncircumcised if I'm head.
Black cock down.
Yeah. Do you like those?
I like these. I like balls. I like cups with balls.
You know, I've just remembered something
Can I have
about
another cup with balls? Yeah.
your mom is always in black, yeah? Or is it just me?
It's just you. Do you see her in black often?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
But I tell her it makes you look slimmer.
The black.
Yes.
Because every time, like I said, she's always passing by my. It's because my place is on the way to your home.
Yeah.
Mutale, you're good on radio. You're good on reality shows.
And I'm good in bed.
That too. I need to ask.
Word?
You're good at so many things. What are you
Of
not
course.
good at?
Nothing. I'm good at everything. Yeah.
Interesting.
I dance very well. I sing very well. I am a good Christian. I cook very well. Ask me to do anything, I can do it.
Twerk.
Have you not seen the Lewa video? Are you crazy?
Oh crap! The one in bed.
Of course. I told you I'm good in fucking bed. What is wrong with you?
What, it's sleeping in it?
Of course, that too.
Yeah.
But bending over in it.
Look at Nettie. Look at this conversation. Like I shouldn't be here.
Oh yeah, she's a Jehovah's Witness. So.
She's a Jehovah's Witness. Those are the perfect girls to date. You don't believe in birthdays
And voting.
And Christmas.
and Christmas.
Valentine's Day. Nothing.
You don't, right? Are you single?
Oh, even my other assistant there. Those two are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Word.
I love them so much. My son's father is a Jehovah's Witness. I used to go to the Kingdom Hall.
Wow. I can't imagine you in that building though.
I used to
I
wear
don't know
pencil skirts. I love them.
And natural hair.
Yes.
Those people are the best at knock jokes.
I love Jehovah's Witnesses. They're very disciplined.
Wow.
Let me tell you something about the Jehovah's Witness. I don't even know. Am I saying it right? Bante. They're very disciplined.
Yeah.
They are extremely disciplined. And that's what I like. Those two girls, very disciplined. Mwape, disciplined. Mwape's dad, disciplined.
Do not make a mistake of making an eye contact with a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, really?
When you're walking in the street, yes. You will go home with 132 pamphlets.
That's a good thing.
No. I got
I think, you know why?
Look at Nettie relating to this, right?
Guys, let's give respect to the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
You know why? The world has become so crazy and so busy. They're the only denomination that
still
have
the
time.
same.
Do you know
Yeah.
how busy I am? But if I was a Jehovah's Witness, I would need to dedicate time.
And they all do it.
Regardless of how busy my schedule is, and they still do it. They're the ones who still take up the responsibility. Catholics don't do that. I'm Catholic. We don't do that. But they're dedicated. That takes dedication, bruh.
Put
It's
some respect on their name.
We've all got things to do.
Yeah.
But they are busy trying to still tell you, get right with God. I respect them. These two, I love them.
Hey,
You
Mutale,
should see, yeah.
so I want to find out something, right?
Oh, you dated a Jehovah's Witness, hey?
No, I've never dated a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, okay. We're about to hook you up with one.
Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
Are you hooking him up with Nettie?
No, never. I need her. No, those two are disciplined. She cannot be.
So what are you saying about me?
Exactly just that.
That
That you are a heathen.
She is not sugarcoating shit.
That
Your
I
question-
need my team intact. Respect the Jehovah's Witnesses and we move.
they will be able to walk every single morning, contrary to what you heard. Listen, here's what I wanted to find out. You put a lot of what?
A man,
Your question,
I
your
can't
question.
believe he's saying they'll be able to walk. I mean, you can't even buy a car. You can't even imagine 4 wheels and they'll be able to walk. What dreams are those? You want the man who will make you walk.
Did you not walk out of your car? Were you wheeled out of it?
Elson.
Your question, bro.
Your question is?
You put yourself out there. You put a lot of your life out there.
Yeah.
Why are you shocked and disappointed at the backlash when some of the stuff that you put out there gets discussed, or your life is then discussed? When you get people then scrutinize your life, speak about what you do, speak about what they like, what they don't like. It's basically content that you're giving them, no?
So I don't mind putting my life out there. I think I've always enjoyed it. But there are certain human beings who've made it their business to create false information. Now, when false information begins to stick in people's heads, it becomes a narrative. And people sometimes run with that narrative, which is not what I put out there. If I show you that I love to dance and I'm doing a lewa, then it's just that. right? But if you now come up with stories such as, oh, she was sleeping with this person, or she's acquired this through this, or she was da-da-da-da-da-da, you start coming up with all sorts of things which have got nothing to do with what I show you. I think you're offending me and you're crossing the line. So there should be a line drawn between what is true and what is false. I see a lot of people putting their lives out there, but I also don't see a lot of people lying on their names about how they do certain things. There are people in my industry who put their lives out there.
Like who?
Literally who go live most of the time. I don't want to name drop, right? But the people who go live every day. Every day!
Who goes live every day?
There are different people who go live every day.
Yeah, there are people who do that, yeah.
Is it a man or a woman?
Every day. They go live every day, but nobody assumes the worst of them. Nobody creates stories.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
I know. So that's where...
That's a compliment.
I know. Thank you. And that's where I get agitated sometimes because I'm like...
But you'd think that you're thick-skinned by now.
I am, but I was trying to answer your question in context. Like sometimes, why do you feel the need, or why do you get upset, or why do you get uncomfortable when people, because you put your life out there? Yeah. What I put out there is not what's out there. The juicier stuff comes from the lies, which I don't put out.
Nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining.
But that's the problem.
And I'm sure you already know that there are people who create a certain narrative. So what you put out there and what other people tend to spin, it basically comes back to you because you've put yourself out there.
But that's not what I'm putting out there. That's not what you're asking me. You're saying I put myself out there, then why am I getting agitated when people talk? But here's what I'm saying. It's because I didn't put that out there.
You have to take the good and the bad.
I've never even shown you who I'm fucking. So how are you assuming shit?
But you have to take, but again, you've said you're fucking somebody.
Exactly. So heavy is the crown.
Yes.
So I would take that as a compliment.
You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's either you want attention or you don't.
But that's where you don't see me going live every time there's a rumor about me addressing shit.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But if you're going to say, I love the attention, I'm going to put my content out there, and then you're going to get people who are going to take some of it, add whatever shit that they want to add so that they sell newspapers.
But why are you adding to what is not there? That's where the problem is.
Yeah, I get it.
People must not add what is not there because now you're creating lies. So now the lies begin to stick and you believe your own lies and you want those lies to come back to me. When I try and defend myself, I look like a bad person. But that's the thing. Don't add shit in the salt. Don't add salt in the bullshit. I ain't trying to tell you I'm fucking this nigga. Why are you putting...
Who are you fucking though?
Elson!
Fuck one.
Yeah. You want to see him? I think K Plus was trying to get a peek of him just now. You know he's here.
I don't know.
He's here?
I even told her.
The whole time.
The fuck?
Remember Dora even discussed saying, I don't want to know.
I told you that.
Wait, but remember Dora, I even told you, I've seen the vehicle, but I don't want to know who it is in case I know who it is. So I don't want to see who it is.
Have I seen the guy?
Huh?
Have I seen the guy? Is he in this room right now?
No.
He's in this building. I mean, he owns the building.
Wait, have I seen the guy?
No.
I don't know. I also haven't seen him. I was even telling Dora, I was by the window when you guys
drove
in.
The car that's
but I
in the
didn't
back?
see him.
The car that's in the back?
Yeah.
You don't see my boyfriend until the bodies start dropping. He's here. He's been here the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time. I think they're washing his car outside right now, yeah?
Yeah. He's here.
Wait, was he here when we got here?
Yeah,
he came
here.
after we
came.
He came through like an hour after we got here.
A word?
Yep.
Now I want to see this dude.
No, you won't.
Why not?
Why do you want to see him? How's that end of your business, bro?
No, I'm just curious to see the kind of guy because I want to see if I look anything like him.
No, you
so
don't.
I know if...
No, you don't. He's handsome, he's strong, he's amazing.
And he's taking care of your needs.
Isn't
that the most important thing?
Moving along.
Sorry?
Moving along. Are you checking your bank balance?
Nah.
If you have to check your bank balance, there's probably nothing in there.
What's the problem? Who's checking the bank balance?
This nigga here.
Yeah, so Elsa, my boyfriend's here. He's in my office.
Will you introduce me to him?
Hell no.
Why the hell not?
Nobody meets my boyfriend unless there's a real reason why.
There is a real reason why.
No, there's no real reason.
Okay.
Yeah. He only meets...
Hey, him and I can create like a duty roster. Like he has you for... Come on. Let's give or take here.
Mutale,
my boyfriend is...
You're succeeding so much and you seem to succeed at almost everything that you put your hands to. Tell us about a time when you failed terribly and how did you recover from it?
Oh, gosh. Oh, I need
to drink. And I bring that up because all we ever seem to share on social media are the successes. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you, Elson.
You're welcome.
You know what I mean? All we ever see on social media is the successes.
If I take
Nobody.
off okay, let's start with. I'll start with, and I want to be as open as possible,
Yeah.
so that I just make people understand that success is great, and you can see the success, but there's a lot of things that happen to a person before they get to where they want to be. Right? Elson, stop scratching your fucking head. I'll put a bullet in your head. The one I can see. So, no. Yeah, I saw the pictures from somebody's phone actually.
Word? Yeah, that's probably sounds like me.
Okay.
You're a terrible failure.
Terrible failure in.
Why were they showing you my junk?
Elson, can we have Mutale explaining something to us? We're trying to learn something here.
Would you like circulating your junk?
So were you impressed with what you saw?
I can't remember.
Would you like to see it again?
No. I have. I'm well taken care of.
Okay.
Besides, I was just watching. I didn't ask. I was just like, oh, okay. Called my nephew. Okay.
Cool. You don't want to have that image when you're having sex with your boyfriend, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I just remembered now that you spoke about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to your failures.
Back to my failures. Back to my failures. In the year 2011? K Figo and I, is it 2011? I think K Figo and I auditioned for Big Brother Africa when they were picking celebrities to go. We weren't selected. That was a rejection.
Wait,
Wait, to go where?
I was working on, I wasn't as popular. I was popular on the Copper Belt, but not countrywide or internationally recognized, whatever. So, yeah, the popularity was very provincial. I think we were not picked, and that was a rejection.
Wait, pick to go where?
Big Brother Africa.
Oh, right.
Big Brother
I
Africa
told you to
audition.
listen to this show once in a while. Didn't I tell this nigga to listen to the show?
Yes, you did. Pay attention, K Plus, sit up. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In 2015, when I moved back from South Africa, I auditioned for Fever on Zambias Magic. I auditioned for a role on Fever and I wasn't selected.
Do they tell you why? Or they just
No.
say no?
No, sometimes you just wake up and you find that it started. Yeah.
And you're still waiting for the call.
Bruh, in the cold. I had also auditioned for my kitchen party as a presenter.
That's coins, right?
That's going through, yeah.
I wasn't selected. I felt like a failure when I moved back from South Africa because when I lived in SA, I mean, being the first Zambian to have a show on Africa Magic on DSTV, Kumwesu, was huge for me. And when I came back to nothing. It felt like I came back to nothing. I felt like I failed. I didn't have a car. I had nothing except
Why
the
did you
furniture from SA.
Why did you come back?
It was a relationship issue.
You got dumped?
No, the relationship ended and I had to move back.
It's a big country.
It is a big country, but I actually got my own apartment after my then partner and I split. I started living in Dainfern. But things didn't happen the way that I would have wanted them to happen. So in that moment, I felt like a failure because I started giving up on my dreams. And I thought, let me just go back home. I mean, I was the voice for GoTV Africa. I had an agent. I was signed to Intertalent. I was still doing my thing. But I felt alone. I felt lonely. I'd been in SA the whole time with a partner. And then all of a sudden, I'm living in my own apartment. I'm staying by myself. Then I have to now start all over again. I had to leave the 2 cars, that we had acquired or that he had bought for me. I didn't even have a car when I left. So it's like, it just felt like a lot. So I felt like, let me go back home where my mom's a call away. Oh, I don't have to struggle so much. It felt like I'm starting again. Like I just had a good life, between 2012 and 2015. Like everything was going great for me. I'm on Kumwesu. I'm attending the MTV Awards. I'm at the Channel O Awards. I'm doing Kumwesu. I'm traveling. I'm in Namibia. I'm in Nigeria. I'm in Malawi. I'm in Zimbabwe. I'm in Botswana. I met French fucking Montana, Khloe Kardashian. I'm like, I am at the peak of my fucking career. And then now the relationship ends. And he's like, if you don't want me, then you don't want the show. And I'm like, okay, then I don't want you both.
What did he and the show have to do with each other?
We started it together. I was the talent, I was the brains, he put in the money. We were a couple and we started it. When the relationship ended, everything ended. And I'm like, I'm leaving. He's like, yeah, if you go, you go. You don't get the show. And I'm like, okay, then fuck the show. Then I started my own thing, moved out, Dane Fern, trying to think that I can make it. Then I missed the show and then I'm lonely and I'm just going through shit. And he's like, yeah, let's just get new presenters. And I'm like, yeah, let's audition them. Who's going to be on the show? Because I'm not coming back. So let's audition new presenters. Then he picks new presenters and the show carries on like that. Then I felt like, okay, I'm a fucking failure. Let me go back home. I came back to no car.
No apartment in Dunfern.
No, but I got an apartment in Chudley, by the roundabout there. I didn't have a car. There was a guy who used to take me to work. His name is Roderick. He's a taxi driver. I had no money. I used to pay him every month end. I mean, when I came back, thank goodness I had a job at Hot FM. I used to do radio after 6. Mocha had always told me, I love what you do on Kumwesu and Africa Magic. So when you come back to Zambia, just know you've got a job. So when I landed, I phoned him. He said, come in. So I immediately had a job, but I had,
Did it pay well?
Yes, it was. It was a good pay. It was a good check. I used to get on cabs. I felt like a failure.
No ski day.
Got into a relationship, no ski day, bruh. Got into a relationship that didn't work out. Got engaged. Oh my gosh, it didn't work out. Auditioned for this and that, didn't work out. Felt like a fucking failure.
You were.
I was a failure at the time, but God had a plan. I then, fast forward, obviously, got onto the breakfast show, thriving, doing my thing. Made a post on Facebook, got fired. Felt like a fucking failure.
Again.
Yeah, again.
From Hot FM?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
When I
What
got
was the
fired.
conversation like with Oscar? Because we got his side of the story.
He fired me. Whatever he said is what happened. He fired me. But we were still talking, was still cool, right? But he was like, no, I'm not fucking putting you on radio anymore. Just, you can't do this. So felt like a failure. And I was treated badly by a few companies. But I have this spirit of a fighter. I mean, when you're from the Copper Belt, we don't know what it means to fail. I'm like, let me adjust my fucking Versace sunglasses and show you what I can do. I'm going to cry for a day. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. I'm going to try again. I felt like a failure in that moment. So there are many times in my life when I felt like a failure. When I got divorced, I felt like a failure. I'm like, my son. And remember, when my older sister died, there was a baby there. So when I got married, that child grew up knowing I'm the mom. My mom is the grandmother, right? I took responsibilities. When I got married, I took Mwapi and Chileshe. They're my kids. So Kennedy and I started raising those kids.
So that's the guy who's always in photos with you when you're with Honcho. That's the guy.
Yes, that's my late sister. So that's how my life has been. So when I got divorced, it felt like a fucking failure. Now I've gone back to mom's house. There are many times in my life when I felt like a failure. But you will never see me broadcasting a lot of those because, I'm not trying to sell you a doom and gloom story, right?
Right.
What you just need to understand is that failures are there. If I show you the success or I'm happy about my success, please allow me to be, because I've been through a lot of shit. Some of the things I haven't even discussed here, but just allow me to be happy.
But don't you think that's part of your story?
It
Don't you
is.
think that's also a lot more of where the inspiration...
That's where it comes from, but you need to pay for it. Like Zambias Magic have paid me to do it. So
I get
watch
it.
the fucking show.
Hey, so question, based off what you've just said. How much, because I feel like fame can be a drug. You know what I mean? Do you know when it is enough? Can you recognize when you're becoming a fiend to fame?
I don't know. I think I do acknowledge that fame is like a drug because you kind of want more and more and more. But it depends on what you want for your life, right? So there are people who are comfortable achieving a certain level of success and for them they've arrived. I think every time, I'm probably going to say this, every time you meet me, let me tell you, I haven't arrived. I have a lot of shit to do. I want to be on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, right?
Then you know you've arrived, yeah.
So I'm thinking in the Zambian context, yeah, you would think, oh yeah, she's got 1 million followers and she's got this and this and this and this, right? Excuse me. So from where you guys are sitting, it's like, yeah, it's too much. Maybe she needs to stop, or what are you thinking next? I'm thinking, I want to be on tour with Burna Boy. I want to be on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. I haven't even done, what's his name? That guy. What's his name? The God thing. The one with the...
Charlemagne.
I haven't done Charlemagne's show yet.
The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But do you think you're addicted to fame?
I know I'm not. I think it's destiny. I am destined to be what I am or who I am. It's not an
addiction. Do you
addiction.
think you would know if you were addicted to fame?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes, I would.
What are some of the traits of somebody that's addicted to fame?
Okay, so because I have a lot of really famous friends, and not just local, right? International. I see how they get when they're not being discussed. I see how they get when they're not on their phones checking. You know, there are people who are... Do you know that... Okay. A lot of celebrities, a lot of people have notifications turned on their phone, like Facebook, Instagram. I don't receive a single notification. The shit that I receive, notifications, is phone calls and WhatsApp and emails. I don't care to know who's going live, who is commenting on my things. Those are not the notifications I receive on my phone. But I know that some of my friends are addicted to that. The minute they see, they want to reply, they want to be in there. They want to be out there. They want to be discussed all the time. I think for me that gets addictive because it's like when you're not being discussed, it's like you want to shake. Look, I've been shooting my reality show from December last year. I've been chilled on the socials. I've been chilling. I'm okay. And I have the most peace when I am not even on my phone checking things. Do you know what I mean? Like I literally have the best time, the most luxurious holidays that I don't even post. I'm in control of what I show you.
Which is a lot.
You think so? You haven't seen half my life. Have you seen me in Paris before? Have you seen any of the things like that? Have you seen me in Tokyo? Have you ever seen me on a yacht?
There are things that happen on yachts that I heard about.
You've heard, but I don't show you. So I show you. What's on my socials is what I show you. So I'm in control of my life. But the people who don't feel the need to control, I think it becomes addictive like that. But I'm in control. I know when to start and when to stop.
Right.
When I'm with my man, I could be off Facebook for 2 days. You see, I haven't posted. My assistant was on a thingy one day. I think in Orlando the other day or something. And the taxi was like, I'm going to Mutale Mwanza media. These days, I hope to
Wow.
In my mind, I'm just like, I'm chilling. Me, I've gone on a holiday. I'm living my life. So I am not addicted to the fame. I control that shit. I control most of the things that I put. If I want to dance on a bed, it's because I want you to see it. And I'm happy with you seeing it. I want you to talk about me in that moment. But there are times when I know, shut down, now we don't wish time for a movie. Oh, mape, kuskulu. I can control the things. I am not constantly, hey, who, hey, ha, ha.
I get it. But don't you think there's levels to this? Because there's also levels. You know how the Kardashians call the paparazzi on themselves?
Oh, that's crazy.
So I feel like there's levels to it.
But you see, but also it's also regional, hey? Like how much money are you making off that? Like do we even have paparazzi? And then for them, I think they used to do that a lot when they were starting. Because you want to be famous, so you start. But for them, the money is more there, hey? Like you call people just to put you out there. You know that you're going to make like a shitload of money. In Zambia, if you do that, I'll probably get paid off Facebook, YouTube and whatever, but it's not that much. Like why are you even going out of your way to do that?
How much of you posting a video of you twerking on the bed does your partner, your son, your mom approve of, are okay with? Where do you draw the line?
I do what makes me happy. So if I feel like dancing on a bed, I do that. If they're not happy, we'll have that conversation after the post goes up and it gets 1 million views. Can I have a drink?
Yeah, but then again, do you realize what that's going to do to your son when he goes to school and people have videos of his mom twerking on the bed?
Oh, videos of his mom living his life? I mean, living her life? What am I supposed to say? Because I had a kid at 20 years old, I must suffer. I must not go and twerk. I must not dance. I must not wear a bikini. I must start being considerate about my son who's now got a girlfriend and he's going to live his own life.
Yes.
No, actually. I won't. No,
oh, wait, you've accepted he has a girlfriend now?
Yes, he does.
Wait, so you are not going to not do certain things because you're a mom?
I'm going to do what makes me happy.
Regardless of how it makes your son feel?
My son is not the only person in my life.
But it's
so
important.
there's no way I can single out just my son. I will do things that make me happy, and that's that. When he grows up, he'll do things that make him happy. That's that.
But what impact do you think it has on him, though, and he's growing up?
He's a happy kid. He's happy. He's good.
I just brought up
He
the
will
issue.
understand the value of happiness and people not being intrusive into your things. You want to do something that makes you happy? Go for it.
I just brought up the issue of him having a girlfriend because I remember when we were looking for a car for him, and I brought up the issue of he's going to be riding in this car with his girlfriend, and he froze for a little bit like, my son, a girlfriend. You are now living in acceptance of the fact that he can have a girlfriend, right?
Yeah. He's 16. I mean,
Yeah.
what am I
That's when the
fighting?
hormones go crazy, innit?
I don't want to think about it, but I mean,
Well, I can tell you.
I mean, what am I fighting?
Yeah,
the fact
true.
that he won't have a girlfriend. Like, who am I kidding?
You're fighting with nature, and you can't.
Coach Steffi accept. Coach Steffi lewa. Dora, are you drinking the other drinks? I'm letting go because I'm not seeing them. No, you guys are up to something.
Dora, look at me. Are the smiles getting bigger in that corner? No? Okay.
But we prefer tequila though.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, we do tequila.
We're recording this on a Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's Friday, so we prefer tequila.
Mutale, I liked how you talked about your resilience, especially when you fail terribly and things like that.
Yeah.
We all have, like people we look up to. Who's been the most influential person in your life?
I mean, obviously, I'm going to say my mom easily because of
What you've been through.
it's not been easy. It's been crazy. My mom's strong. Eesh.
When you think about it.
Yes, when I think about it, I'm just like, damn. She's a very strong woman. So my mom, obviously. Professionally, there are a couple of other people that I obviously look up to. I think I love Oprah's work ethic. I love Bonang's.
Who's work ethic?
Oprah.
Oprah, okay.
Oprah. Mhm.
Okay.
I love Bonang's, resilience. I was obsessed with Nontle Tema at some point. I mean, I know she's
I thought you were more obsessed with Bonang than Wantley from your posts.
Yeah, Bonang is great.
Yeah.
I love her resilience. I love her fashion sense. And then Nontle for me is somebody I grew up watching. So I know she's not as out there as she used to be. But I mean, come on, let's give it to her. She was the first celebrity to have a reality show in Africa. And it was just like, damn, Nontle, Yeah. She was really doing her thing with Channel O. So professionally, I think those people. Yeah.
Anything else, Elson, before we close? Saleh, just in closing, our last question. We usually ask this to every guest that comes through. What's one question we wished you asked you, and how would you have answered it?
One question I wish you would ask me. I don't know, hey? I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure there's that one question that you, after every interview, like, I wish I expounded on this, and nobody ever asked me about this.
My Christianity, maybe.
Ooh, can we talk about that?
Because I remember. Ask me if I pray.
No, we
Why
did.
did you ask me if I'm a satanics?
No. On the last episode we did together, we did talk about.
A satanics.
Remember on the last episode we did? I was watching yesterday. We did talk about you in church, and you were saying you make donations to church, and I exclaimed, saying, "Mutale in church? I can't imagine that."
You said you're Catholic, right?
Yeah.
And you do not burst into flames every time you get in church.
No.
Wow.
I'm
Tell us more about your Christianity, though.
I mean, I've always been a Catholic girl, baptized in the Catholic church, went to a Catholic school, but I gave my life, like, my cousin is he plays a very big role in the Pentecostal church, Basaili. So he's the one who, like, told me, you need to be born again and things like that. So that part for me is very important because I feel like people see the fame and the laughs and the things, but I pray a lot.
And the twerking.
I fast every week. I mean, I can twerk and I can be a lot of things.
Yeah.
I can insult today like any other person, but at the end of the day, I go back to God and I'm like, I am your child. I was insulting yesterday. Please forgive me. I insulted today and I poked somebody's head here and I did this. Please forgive me. I love you, Jesus.
I'm going to ask you a couple of names. I just thought about this. We asked Sean this. I'll ask you a couple of names. Say the first word that comes to mind.
Okay.
Sean Temple.
Oh, he's funny.
He is.
He's intelligent though.
Yeah, he is.
He's very intelligent. I think people overlook that, but I think he's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iris.
Who's that?
Kayengu.
Who's that?
Do you guys have a beef that I don't know about?
No, but who's that? Dora, who's that?
What is going on here?
Okay.
Bobby
That's the
East.
second time this is coming up.
Yeah. Bobby East.
Big. Keep going.
One word.
Keep going.
One word.
Chilla Tukuta.
Who's that?
I see what's going on now. Now I see what's going on. In any other people that come to mind for you? Oscar Chavula.
Genius.
Oh yeah, that he is. Me?
Prick.
K plus.
Innovative.
Mutale, it's been real. Thanks a lot for coming through.
Dun 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 dun